know, when I made my club championship run a couple years ago, I had Willie Clark Jr. on the defensive line. He was only about 10 cap, but he was 6'5". He made a crazy user pick. So these budget guys, you really need to build your roster. It's a lot of fun.
Hand off to Archer, and he's got room. He's got room.
Adios, amigo. Adios, amigo.
One stop.
Bye-bye.
How is he going to stop the power?
Come on.
He can't do it. He's been laughing for weeks and he can't do it.
Come on, man. Give me one stop.
Let's go, Noah.
Adios,
One
amigo.
stop.
What more can you say?
Come on,
3
Seth.
Archer
Come on,
bounces
Seth.
the first
Wake
carry.
up, boys. Wake up, boys. It's time to play.
Fireworks, first play of the game. I'm
Noah.
fired up.
Wake up,
Noah's
boys.
fired up.
He's sweating.
3 Archer to the crib. The stick work
Wake
right
up,
up Noah's
boys.
alley, and you see the fire coming out already.
Time to play.
7-0 to kick things off. 1 play, 1 run. This is what Noah is so good at. It's why he's one of the best runners in the game.
Power O to the left side. You see that change of direction with Dree Archer, just too good. Gives him a little swerve, and he's off to the Baja.
No surprise to see Noah bringing the fire, but how about K-Mac bringing a little fire?
Yeah, you know K-Mac rooting for his TGL guy. He's fired up. These guys want to get to the semifinals so bad.
But I think it seems like it's settled down, at least for the moment. 2nd and 3 for Dcroft.
Maybe we start calling these the lag rain delays.
Pick. Pick. Ah!
Let's go. Oh my God, bro.
Oh, bro. He's going. He won't come.
I don't know. Am I
me catch
playing
it,
the
man.
game or not?
Let me catch it, Clint.
There's no more pauses. He can't give time.
I can't. I'm just playing the
Like
game.
this should be sport. We're fine. We're good. Let's get stopped right here, Noah. Come on. That's not the first one. That's the first pass. It won't be the last time he does that.
Oh my God! I need 23 to jump, bro. I need
First down picked up. You can already see Dcroft, who's usually
That was
he gets those big emotional moments when he makes big plays. He certainly is an up and down player, but he usually doesn't get frustrated very easily. You can hear the frustration in his
Bosa,
voice.
bro, is that?
Oh yeah, you can sense it. Dcroft is usually a calm player until those big moments happen. Then he gets loud. But you see Dcroft, he's operating in this U-trips formation out of the New England Patriots playbook. That's been a staple of his offense for the last couple years. And Noah with some great coverage defense right there.
Yeah, just know if it's the fork, you see the play action, and you know it's the S post over the middle.
K-Mac, that offensive coordinator personality. Big play underneath to pry that one
Good
free.
D. Come on, baby. We're all over this.
It's going to be a 3rd down. This is going to be interesting to watch salary cap, TD, because we're used to seeing all 99s across the field, but there are going to be some positions where you're seeing those budget players come into play.
Yeah, no doubt. And, you know, you can tell that Dcroft paid up at receiver, but Noah paid up at secondary. You see those X factors lit up there on the defensive backs. Noah with straight man coverage across the board right there, and it was a bag.
Far rolling left on 3rd down, in trouble. Throw this one away. Noah lock it down on defense. He certainly has the momentum.
Go get set.
Yeah, he's got everything locked up. Noah's starting to get fired up. That man coverage is really tough. Dcroft had nothing open.
End the game.
Punting it bounds, too.
Give it to me, bro.
Hofrichter ain't punting it more than 20 yards. It's going right to Dree.
Oh, it's here. Oh, never mind, God. Oh, my goodness, dude. That's a crazy.
Is this a punt dot? Is this a punt dot? Inside the 1. Oh, the punt, the most important play of the game. And Dcroft absolutely pins Noah inside the 1-yard line.
One of the best punt lasers you will see. Dcroft been in the lab for his punting. And I got to say, K-Mac is like the ultimate hype man right now. This is a guy you definitely want in your corner.
He is the Lil Jon of this group.
Click on safety. Mine. Oh my
Wow.
God.
That was risky.
You could run ISO versus this. ISO.
I can't believe that Noah called that. He called a play action on his own 1-yard line, trying to catch Dcroft being aggressive, and that almost cost him 2 points. Really scary.
All right, he'll get a little bit of breathing room.
That gives you some
A yard of breathing room. 3rd and 9.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Noah goes back to the ground here. Just try to, you know, get a couple yards and punt this cleanly. But you heard Dcroft just say, I'm blitzing him here. but Noah audibles down. Maybe we see another play action, but that'd be risky. I'd expect him to go to the ground again.
I form. Looks like he's got that Dree Archer at the top of the eye. Archer not the biggest back, certainly a shifty one, and a very conservative play call there from Noah. Credit to Dcroft for that punt, forcing Noah to play sort of out of his comfort zone, pinned in his own end zone.
And that's why all three phases are important. Dcroft struggled on offense, but had a tremendous punt, forcing Noah to be backed up, and now he's going to get the ball back with most likely some good field position.
Because I'm going to guess, I could be wrong, but I'm going to guess they're not paying 30 cap for punters.
Oh, definitely not. So you see it there. Dcroft basically almost in field goal range already because you know Noah did not have a good punter with this salary cap mode.
I think this might be the power.
Good shit. You can't run that.
Very curious in this salary cap lineup what version of Derrick Henry Dcroft is running, because you'd think that'd be a position he probably didn't spend a ton of cap on.
Exactly, great point. I would be surprised if it was powered all the way up. And you hear there the teamwork from Team Dusty. K-Mac calling out that it was going to be the trap or the power, and it was. So good teamwork as Dcroft fires back here with a dig route for a nice dot.
Right there. Watch for the run here. He could audible down too. Do we know what we're doing if he audibles down?
Yeah.
Interesting to see Team Dusty certainly more vocal of the two teams.
That's up to you.
Yeah, and I think that goes to show the trust that Spoto and Tenacious have in Dcroft. You know, Dcroft is probably the best player out of those three, so they have ultimate trust in him. On the other side, the teamwork has been tremendous.
How about our guy, the Madden Club champion, J-Ball said, I'm watching the Madden Bowl. There's no way Dcroft has more stick than me. Need my rating fixed ASAP. Big shout out to J-Wall watching. Remember, use that hashtag Madden Bowl so you could see your tweet on the air as gives it to the tight end, playing fullback. Chris Cooling picks up the first down.
I know, I'm running.
And I'm looking forward to see that J-Wall team later this week. You know, him, Fancy, and Dat Boy. That's a really good team as well.
I don't think he's going to know how to shoot this one. Yep, he doesn't know how to shoot that one.
Team J-Wall, Team Prodigy, that'll be tomorrow night. Same place, same time. Make sure you come on back 7 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow night. They will face the winners of this battle. Winner of this battle will face the winners of that matchup tomorrow, so it should be a lot of fun. You're not going to want to miss it.
Dang, come on, bro.
Darvin, trouble.
The Bosa Bros.
The Bosa Bros. Let's go, baby.
I don't want to lose field goal range. Come on.
The Bosa Bros.
I get ball at half too. I don't really see how he's going to move it.
They don't know about our Bosa Bros glitch, man. The whole world sees it now.
He's just in Spoto.
You hear K-Mac and Noah talking about the Bosa Bros. Nick and Joey Bosa coming through for a nice sack.
Go for it. Come on, go for it.
Tackle.
I mean, as an Ohio State fan, I'm very familiar with the Bosa Bros.
Taking his threes.
See a little frustration from Dcroft.
You can do shorter.
I just give up.
You can do like 15 if he goes forward right here instead of 20.
Nah, I got something for that. Okay. All right, that was just a bad pump by me.
No, you're good.
You're fine.
It was a good pump by him. He had a good
we're
pump.
gonna take this to half too. Go up 14-3.
Yep, exactly.
I don't think you can stop, bro. I don't think you can stop that one, bro.
Kicks up.
He already got out of
good.
the defense.
7-3.
To be in the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
One play and he was out of it.
Get 7. Yeah, we gotta get 7, bro. Get 7. We doing good.
Yeah, Nick, it's crazy to see the difference in the communication from both teams. Like you said, Spoto and Tenacious haven't said much, if anything, at all. Tenacious, I don't think has said a word. Then the complete opposite over here. We got the ultimate hype man in K-Mac, and then Dusty now starting to chime in as well.
I mean, I could be wrong. I don't want to say what's in people's heads, but watching Spoto, watching his facial expressions as he goes through it, it still seems like he's replaying that last game, feeling like trying to run through what he could have done differently instead of focusing on this game. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm seeing.
No, I think that's a great point. I believe Spoto was even tweeting about his last game too, so you know he's still thinking about that because he knows if he would have won that, they wouldn't even be playing this game right now. So Spoto probably has that on his mind, but he needs to get that out. He needs to help his teammate here, Dcroft, if they want to advance.
Okay. Try IDing the guy.
Second and long. He'll go back to the ground game. Look at Dree Archer fight for yards. He'll get 7.
Whatever you just did, he did not like. You had all the numbers in the world on that side.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Noah goes right back to that. 3rd and 7, whole playbook's open. He likes to pass out of trips, but he likes to, if he does pass, it's either out of trips or go down to strong close. Looks like he's going to stay in the trips.
Smith back to pass. 3rd and 7. He's got a man open. It's George Kittle.
Oh, yeah.
Kittle to the crib. Touchdown for Noah.
George Kittle. Let's walk in the end zone. Let's go, Noah.
One stop, man.
Let's go,
One
baby.
stop.
I got 7.
One stop.
He won't move the ball.
End it, Noah. End it.
They say he's only a runner, but he has dots too. A streak to the tight end right down the seam, and he makes it a 2-possession game. What a performance so far by Noah.
Come on, go put him in the grave. Yeah, he don't want to take one out, bro. He gonna run it on 1st down because he's not in the half. Mr. Robot, blah, blah, blah.
Big beam to George Kittle. The 49er in those 49er unis. Houses the seam route. Let's bring in the 3rd member of our crew. One great user. User, this Noah kid, he's not just a runner. He's got some lasers.
Absolutely, as you see Team Dusty going crazy. And what I'm really paying attention, guys, is Tenacious. He's sitting over there, hands in his mouth, and I'm wondering if he's saying, you know, I feel like I could have did a better job here. Does he speak up and say something? Or, you know, just sit back and say, well, can I help him out? Because sometimes when you have a player like Dcroft, oh, this is a bomb.
He overthrew him.
Did we shade over top right there?
Oh, you see Dcroft and them and Spoto and Tenacious. As Tenacious puts his head even deeper into his hands, like, come on, we need those big plays. But, you know, I was speaking to my boys, and they was talking about, you know, when you have such players like Dcroft or Alpha, you know, the reason why I'm thinking their team is not really talking to Dcroft is because Dcroft is like, look, I don't need you guys to tell me anything. I got this. I'm a better player.
12. End it, Noah. End it, man. Come on, end it.
It's getting dark early.
Bro, he's punting.
As you see Spoto and Tenacious, I'm wondering if they're going to step up right now and try to get Dcroft out of this slump, see if they'll try to start coaching. But it's tough when you have such an alpha like Dcroft, the guy that has been there, has been to the championship. Can you actually talk him out of this situation?
Scary sight. And he's out of bounds. I got no stick.
You're good.
Great insight from our man, user TD. I mean,
It just means more time with the clock.
we said that with this new draft format, 3 versus 3, team chemistry was going to be so important, and we're seeing after that first Mutt Squads game, Team Dusty seems to have come together as a team, and they are communicating a ton.
Yeah, no, a complete difference. Just look at the body language on Tenacious and Spoto. They look defeated already, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. And then on the flip side, we have to credit Dusty. I mean, he came up clutch in that victory, but the team that he drafted, I mean, he drafted the ultimate teammate here in K-Mac. K-Mac obviously hasn't done much as far as the game goes, but just his positivity, the way he's communicating has helped a ton. And then you draft a dog like Noah, who I had first on my board. This is a guy that's built for these big games. He has a belt, so you really got to give a lot of credit to Dusty here. He showed his performance last game, and he drafted just a phenomenal team.
This is when Mel Kiper says guys are great locker room presence. That's what K-Mac is.
Yep.
Play action. He's looking for a bomb. It's well covered, though. He'll throw this one away.
He's not matched then. He's in cover 3 then.
And the thing, too, that K-Mac brings is he's so good at offense that he knows how to read every defense. He's called it out multiple times throughout these games. Right there, he said he thought it was match defense. It's not. So he, a lot of times, pre-snap, is calling out the coverages in order to help Noah, because we know Noah isn't one of the best passers. So him being able to lean on K-Mac is just supremely beneficial.
3rd and 11. Uh-oh, he's got a man open downfield. He's got a man open and a beam to Samuel. Devo down the field.
He might be a better passer than Dcroft.
Take it to half.
He might be a better passer than Dcroft.
Take it to half of 21-3.
The people don't want to talk about it. You might be the best passer out.
You at all.
How about K-Mac saying you might be a better passer than Dcroft? Now that's a cheerleader for you.
What a teammate this guy is. And Dcroft, he's really struggling on defense, though. I mean, he has no answer for Noah, whether it be the run or the pass.
I need to get a stop here.
Good run. Let's go, Noah. Let's go.
Guys, don't forget, we are giving away that dump truck of all 3 items we gave away during the stream. That DeMarcus Lawrence Ultimate, or that DeMarcus Ware Ultimate Legend, that Donovan McNabb Ultimate Legend, that LaDainian Tomlinson Ultimate Legend. You can win all 3 after the game, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you're active in the chat.
Oh, he don't like the eye tight. Yo, he don't like the eye tight or the eye close power O with the flip tight end. The quick flip. Ooh, he won't like that. Not one bit.
What'd you say? Which one?
You have your timeouts. You have your timeouts.
Yeah.
Eye close. If you go to eye close, power O, you can flip the running back and forth so fast, faster than you can.
The tight end. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, Nick, the thing about Noah too, he's kind of like those. He's like those bruiser running backs in the NFL, right? As the game goes on, he finds runs. He adjusts throughout the game, finds runs the defense can't stop. So as the game goes on, gets to the second half, Noah's going to really figure out your defense, and he's going to find a run for you.
Oh my Lord!
That's a little bit unlucky.
I'm up at 2.
Make sure I'm conservative here.
Yeah, I am.
I'm just saying, if we ever do this format again, and if y'all want a third person on your team who will be a great cheerleader, but will add nothing on the field, pick me. I'm in. TD, put me on your squad. I could be that cheerleader.
I know you can. You'd be the greatest. I'd definitely put you on my squad.
Let's go. That's so good.
Let's go.
Right down Broad Street.
All the time, bro. All the time.
And you see right there, Dcroft's user just completely fell.
Bring me
I
back
mean,
to
Dcroft is just really struggling right now. And goes back to the beginning where we talked about, did Noah take him out mentally before this really even started with that whole technical timeout? Because Dcroft is just making some mistakes that he usually doesn't make right now.
No, yeah, call him out if you need to.
Yeah, he's not giving you.
The stretch is
I mean,
not gonna be there. We gotta go up the
there
middle.
is a counter. There is a counter in strong wing. I'm gonna be honest. There is a counter. There's a counter play.
I think you can shoot that though.
I mean,
Are we just gonna get crazy?
Are we gonna lab mid game?
We're labbing mid game.
I'm down if you're down, Noah.
We are crazy.
These guys are just having fun at this point, TD. These guys are just having fun.
Worst thing anyone's ever seen. Oh,
yeah.
They're
so
labbing mid-game.
Yeah, you see K-Mac, he's telling him, try this counter out. So Noah's like, all right, we'll try it. They go to the counter. Dusty was saying, please don't do that. You can easily shoot it. So K-Mac trying to bring a little different something here to the fold, but it just didn't work out. As you see there, it gets blown up in the backfield.
And for those at home who don't know, labbing mid-game, and it's just them practicing plays. It's trying to run their offense. It's something that's usually done outside of the game. It's all those hours of practice, and Noah and K-Mac are like, let's try some stuff out now.
And I think that goes to show how comfortable they feel right now. Up 2 possessions. Dcroft used all timeouts, so they're just running the clock. And like you said, usually you do that type of labbing. You test out these different runs in your preparation leading up to this game. You never really do it, in the middle of the game when the lights are on you, but they're so comfortable with where they are with this lead that they're able to try some things out.
No timeouts left for Dcroft.
He's going to run power at me.
Our rubber match. Game 3 of the best of 3. Good defense from Dcroft. He'll maybe get it back with 15 seconds left.
He's getting out my way, though. He's getting out my way.
On that look, you could try like a little stop and go, and then just, because you have the joystick, you can do a stop and go and then just sweep all around that guy who's trying to steal the edge. He did that right there.
His trips is so basic. Every time he motions over, it's going to be counter go. And if he doesn't, it's going to be. And if he doesn't, it's curl foul.
Just take your delay here.
A little bit more insight right there from K-Mac, but this is a great drive right here from Noah. He used all this clock. He's able to get points on the board.
Dusty did the same thing to me.
All right, cool. Yeah. And then the only thing we have to watch out for here is the PA fork, the S post, and then 2, that outside release streak that he almost had that one time. And you can sky kick here and take some extra seconds as well.
Yeah, I'm a sky kick.
All right.
Kick is up. It is good. 17-3 tie.
We know how far this kicker. We actually don't know.
From the position of Team Spoto, as a competitive Madden player, is there anything more frustrating than knowing what your opponent is running and just not having an answer for it?
Yeah, there's not much more frustrating than that. Dcroft has been prepared for Noah. Remember, Team Spoto, Dcroft, this is the matchup they wanted. They called this out. They wanted salary cap. They wanted Dcroft. And right now, they just have no answer. They expected Noah to run the ball like this out of I form, and they have no answer for it, and they look defeated. They got to get their energy up. They got to help their guy out. They got to show some support.
Good half.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time left in this game.
We get the one stop, we end it.
Because Dcroft does get the ball to start the second
We get the
half.
one stop, we end it, dog.
You scored on every
we get
single
the one
drive
stop
besides that
we
one when you were pinned.
Okay, I'm gonna
We get
return
the
this
one
just so I
stop,
can
we
get
end
to
it,
hash. I
dog.
really
We get the
can't
one
waste
stop, we
plays.
end it, man. We get the one stop, we end it, dog. He's taking us out, too. He's taking us out. Kill him. 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 Ooh, that's got to be a fumble,
Let's
Clan.
go. Good hit.
That's got to be a fumble. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be real with you, Clan.
Ty, and you heard Dcroft say there, he said, I have to return this to get to a hash. I can't keep wasting plays. When he's talking about getting to the hash, what does that do for your offense? That maybe is something that players at home who are trying to get into the competitive game can take into their own Madden journey.
Yeah, so the whole thing with that is, especially when you run a trips offense, you want more spacing. You want more room to work with. You always want to line up your trips wide side of the field. That's why Dcroft always wants to be on a specific hash so he knows where to align his trips. You saw there the ball was placed on the left hash, allowing his trips to be more to the right side, allowing more room to be able to use the spacing, different route combos. So that's critical when you're getting to that next level of competitive Madden.
By the way, could Noah be thinking about revenge? Dcroft eliminated Noah from the Madden Bowl last year in the quarterfinals 10-3. Is that maybe on the mind of the 18-year-old from Ellicott City, Maryland? Noah up next. Throw to the flat. That's got to get things flowing for Dcroft. Maybe breaks the seal of this offense.
Yeah, that's something that Dcroft needs to go back to. Noah's straight man-to-man across the board. With that Chris Cooley, he has that route tech ability, so you just put him on a little baby out route. He just torches the man coverage. So look for Dcroft to go to some sort of things like that underneath. Listen, you're not going to get the big play over the top easily versus Noah. You got to dink and dunk your way down the field, manufacture positive yardage if you want to get down towards the end zone.
Watch the fade to the left. Watch the fade. Watch the fade.
Deebo Samuel on an out and up.
Please just let me catch.
And he might have him. And he might have him on the double move. He does have him. A dot from Dcroft to get down inside the 25-yard line.
Dcroft starting to cook up. He goes with that out and up route, uses motion to allow him to get a speed boost off the line. It was just man coverage. He torches the man coverage. That's the stuff that Dcroft needs to do. He's starting to figure it out here. He went with the little out route to the tight end. Now he goes to the double move to the outside with the motion. I like what Dcroft is doing here to start the second half.
I think the pressure ramps up if Dcroft's able to score on this drive. For the curl route, he's got Hall.
Fine with that.
Howard.
Diving catch to the 18-yard line.
Those curl routes with the low pass, just so good in Madden 21. No matter the coverage, you wait for that curl to just kind of sit down, throw it in there with a low pass, able to convert for a nice 5 yards.
Dcroft to the ground game.
I really need 7.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Derrick Henry with a first down.
I know it's a game. I know it's a game.
Yep.
He's gonna run. He's running. He's running. He's running. He's in there now. Stop this. This is good.
I just have to run.
That's fine.
I got to bounce.
The closer he gets, the harder it is. The closer he gets, the harder it is. Just watch.
Yeah, and K-Mac just took my point. You hear it there. The closer he gets, it's harder to score. When you get into this red zone, it's really difficult. We know Dcroft doesn't really want to run the ball. He can go to that base and that power, but he really wants to pass. It gets tight down here. Look for maybe the halfback wheel. Look for the curl routes underneath, but it's extremely difficult to score once you get down here.
17-3. Noah with the lead over Dcroft. 2nd and 6.
Stop him.
To the edge.
Stop him. Good tackle, man.
To
Come on,
Henry.
Good tackle.
Go.
Let's
Big
go.
tackle
Come
right
on.
here, baby.
Come on.
Make sure
This
we got
is
our
the
right
biggest play.
ball.
This is
Hold
the
to
biggest
3.
play.
Hold to 3. Biggest play of the game.
Backside post, option route, playmaker.
K-Mac almost trying to call out the play before it happens.
You gotta hook
Scouting
them.
from Team Dusty.
Come on, go get him.
Everything
go get
is
him.
back.
Go get him.
Everything is back. Noah gets the sack.
Come on. He's got to take 3. He can't even go for it now.
Yeah,
Two-score game.
huge, bro.
Two-score game. And you have ball.
Yeah, that was huge. If you're Dcroft, you really can't afford to take a field goal there. It doesn't move the needle much. It doesn't help you much. Noah is just really in complete control of this game.
I get 3 and
Go end it, dog. Go end it,
Good
man.
defense,
Come on,
man.
go
That's a
end it.
huge stop.
17-6. Team
scoring every
Dusty
single drive,
still on top and getting the ball. Guys, don't forget, end of the game, we'll have that dump truck giveaway. DeMarcus Ware, Donovan McNabb, LaDainian Tomlinson. Those 99 overall Ultimate Legends were given away at the end of the game, so make sure you're active in the chat and you stick with us.
You got it, everything.
I'm gonna go.
Also,
Go ISO.
hey, don't forget, there's something coming up this Thursday. You turn on Regs mode in Madden 22. Which team will you be choosing to play with? You're going to choose a team with Trevor Lawrence, Kyle Pitts, Trey Lance, any of these great players. Round 1 coverage this Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. The 2021 NFL Draft live from Cleveland.
Run. It's exactly what I thought. He cannot run. He's had the one.
And Nick, I can't believe User thinks Kyle Pitts might last to the Panthers.
He can't really think that, right? Like
Yeah,
that was a joke, right?
Nonsense.
What are we thinking?
Absolute hogwash,
Yeah, Pitts is
as they
stuck,
say in
man.
1895.
He's going to blow 5 every time.
Yeah. Smith, 2nd and 9. He'll take the sack. Good defense from Dcroft. Big 3rd and 13. This feels like a play Dcroft needs to have.
Yeah, he needs this one bad. I'm a little surprised there Noah went to the air on 2nd down. To me right now, Noah, his opponent right now is the clock. It's not even Dcroft. He needs to be hiking at 1 on the play clock every single time here, using all this clock. A first down in the situation would do him wonders. I'm surprised he went to the air early.
I like this. I like this call.
Thumbs up from Dusty.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, I got my stop.
You got that curl,
I
bro.
have to just catch my touchdown.
No, punt it.
So
what do you want to do, Noah? What do you want to do,
I
bro?
might go for this.
You have a
Decision.
2-score lead, so it's up to you.
Spoto, if he goes for this, what defense do you want?
You had the curl, by the way.
Make sure to take all.
Next time.
Yep.
Run match.
Yeah.
Run match.
He's playing
punting,
terrible
he's
defense
punting.
right now.
I have to watch out. I'm coming out in 3 deep.
Okay, let's get stingy again. Yep. Make him work.
You see Dcroft nervous
no,
about the fake. He comes out in a 3-deep defense.
Yeah, there was a lot of strategy involved there. You could tell Noah kind of wanted to go for it, but Dusty chiming in saying you're up 2 possessions, goes with the punt. So then Dcroft, like you said,
I've moved the ball.
potentially seeing a fake. But what a punt right here as well.
Let's try outside over top.
I want to backside.
I don't want to get burned. I'm gonna run palms real quick.
Yep.
It's interesting watching Noah. When he's talking, it's a discussion with his team. He's getting feedback from Dusty, feedback from K-Mac. When Dcroft is talking, it's almost like he's just talking to himself. It's not really a conversation with any of the other players on his team. He's just trying to get himself centered in the game.
Yeah, and we've seen that a lot from Dcroft in the past. He's always talking to himself when he's playing these high-level games. You saw there Noah saying he's going to go to the match coverage, the cover 4 palms. Dcroft, though, recognized it, the drag underneath. But yeah, to your point, a lot of communication from Noah there. He's always asking his teammates what he should do. And Team Spoto here, they know Dcroft, he wants to do it himself. He's not really looking for any advice.
He's going to quick snap something here, I think.
I really need to get that off there.
Fourth quarter, this is where we excel.
Fours up in the chat.
End it, bro.
Noah in firm control, but we know Dcroft, he might have some magic left in that Seahawks polo.
No doubt about it. He can score quickly and fast. I'm surprised he did not hike the ball there before the end of the 3rd. Wasted a play.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is a tight window.
That's a pick. That's number 2. That's number 2. Good defense.
Good
Noah.
defense.
The outside quarter can get burned, by the way. On the fade, on the flip side.
That's fine. Let him have that.
You hear me, Noah?
What's up?
Outside quarter can get burned by
the fade on the trip side can get burned. Yeah, the fade on the trip side can get burned. Back quarter.
I like this. I like this.
Just throw over the middle, finding Hall to the 44-yard line. How quickly do you have to score if you're Dcroft to feel like you have a good chance? Is it pre-2-minute warning?
Yeah, definitely. At the minimum, it's the 2-minute warning. You want to score as fast as possible here with you being down 2 possessions. He's starting to mix it up well, though. You know Dcroft loves to use motion. He went with that backside dig route right there, switching up his play calls a lot. He might have it over the top.
Come on, get 7. Come
Got him, Debo!
Let's go.
Crib shot. This game ain't over yet.
You're up by 4 with ball, bro.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Dcroft needed that. He scores quickly. Look for him to go for 2 now. You see a little bit more juice now coming from Dcroft, Tenacious, and Spoto. Now we have a ball game.
I think for the first time all game, Tenacious doesn't have his head in his hands. They're locked back in. This game far from over. Cooley gets the 2. It's a 3-point game.
Chris Cooley fighting for Dcroft on the fullback dive. And now it comes down to Noah's offense versus Dcroft's defense. The complete opposite of what they really wanted, because that's not their strong suits. But let's see who can stand up for themselves.
This was the play that set it all up. One of those budget receivers, somebody who we haven't seen a whole lot of in full MUT. Debo Samuel making plays on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, it looked like a cover 2 look right there from Noah. Dcroft motion over the fade, gets to the outside a little bit, had enough room to get it in there. He's able to take it to the end zone.
And this will be interesting. If there's one player I'd want to have the ball with a chance to run the clock out, it's Noah, because of how good he is in the run game. But Dcroft's defense has been solid here in the second half.
Yeah, it has. It's been stout in the second half. He's really dialed in. I would expect Noah to go to the ground here, though. You go to your strong suit with the game on the line.
Under 3 to go now. Goes to that power. Oh, it's Dree Archer. There is no room on the outside. 3rd down and a fist pump from Spoto. He's back in this game.
Yeah, and you see Dcroft, he is so ready for these runs. He's sitting there on the weak side, ready to shoot the gap immediately. He didn't make the tackle right there, but he forced Noah to get to the outside quicker than he wanted to. So Dcroft is prepared for these runs.
Don't put a 3-rec. Put a vert hook so it guards the slant better. And then the vert hook will hold it into the...
I got you. Yep.
Doubles in tail, probably.
Nope. There we go. Come on, make a tackle. Make a tackle, come on!
Marcel Reese stood up at the line of the 33-yard line. 4th and 2. Boy, I think Noah goes for it here. I think he's going to run this down to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, I think he takes us down. It's big decision right here. I think if you know where you go for this, he can be kind of a gambling man. I think he's going to go for this.
I'm over hook. It's a quick out route. He's got it.
What are you feeling here?
They're going to have some time to think about it. Let's listen in, see what Noah's thinking about. Biggest play of the game.
For the send 5. If he sends 5 and someone comes free, you got to be ready for it.
I'm going to make up the time.
Yep.
Stand tall in the pocket.
Offense on the field, TD. This could be the ball game.
Here we go.
Pressure picked up. He might have somebody open downfield. He's got Debo. First down to the 35-yard line.
Let's go, man.
There's a reason the kid has a belt. What a clutch dot. You hear K-Mac's heart beating. And Dusty, at the last second right there, he was like, stand tall in the pocket. Noah did exactly that. Dcroft covered the underneath routes. He hit the corner route to the sidelines for a huge first down.
K-Mac's going to have to call his cardiologist after this one. 1st and 10. And now the grind starts. 1 timeout remaining for Dcroft.
That was such a huge throw from Noah, because now you take all these timeouts away from Dcroft. Even if you got to take your field goal here, you go up a touchdown with not a lot of time for Dcroft. So that was just such a big conversion.
Might be like borderline field goal range too, by the way, so just be careful.
Oh, we don't need a field goal.
Let's go,
Give it to me.
Did he get it?
Come on.
Did he get it?
Give it to me, man. Come on.
Let's go,
Noah.
Let's go.
He didn't do anything on offense. He just beat me.
Make sure you're on conservative no
I have
matter
a
what.
chance.
Hold RB.
Yeah, I'm
Hold
on
RB.
conservative.
Hold RB.
It's
I'm
all
going
good,
to
bro.
hack everything.
And you heard K-Mac and Dusty telling Noah, make sure you're on conservative, TD. Why is that so important right now?
Well, especially now with the first down, because so when you put the ball in conservative, you're putting a fumble chance very low. That's the last thing you want to do right here is fumble. Then you hear K-Mac tell him to hold RB. So when you hold RB on Xbox or R1 on PlayStation, that allows you to cover the ball up better so you don't risk that fumble at all, because that's the last thing you want in this situation. So great coaching from K-Mac and Dusty, taking the conservative approach, and that's the right approach.
You can call your timeout.
If I get the ball back, I do have it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
this is unreal. I just gave up 2 big plays, and I lost this game because of it.
Remember, Team Spoto, because they lost game 2, picked the game mode for this game 3. They picked salary cap and Dcroft. And Noah has responded to the challenge.
Run back here.
I mean, you could also just honestly run toss out of goal line and run backwards.
They're looking at the math for the play clock, 40-second play clock.
Or any sort of stretch.
I'm just running. Okay.
Yeah, 8 seconds.
30-second play clock. So
you want to run backwards and goal line, Noah, on toss?
You hear K-Mac saying if you run a toss, you could just kind of run backwards and take all the time off potentially here. I don't think that's the right call in this situation, though.
Not take a hit.
I think you.
Not go down.
It's tough because it's close, but I think you run a regular play and take your field goal.
Yeah, I'm just running backwards.
You can take your delay
all I
here,
need
too.
is like 6 seconds off.
Yeah, I would take the delay, then maybe run backwards. You could probably get all the clock off, but it's close.
He's going to need 8 seconds. An 8-second play ends it, and he has to stay in bounds.
No, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, look for him to go with the goal line toss, run backwards. He's going to try to waste this 8 seconds here by running backwards. Let's see if he can do it.
By the way, because he's on conservative, that means no juke moves, no spin moves, no skill moves. It's just going to be stick work.
No.
Okay, he's going to somehow have to waste another 3 seconds.
I'm going to just punt it. Just
sky punt it. Yep, take. I don't know if we can take another. Can we take another delay? Call your timeout at 1.
Call timeout. Yeah, call timeout.
You can just sky
4 seconds should be plenty of time, right?
Yeah. Yep. Sky punt it.
Yep. 4 punt. All right, cool.
Just straight down the middle. Just take your timeout.
If I catch my touchdown, I win that game. It's literally as simple as that.
Excellent clock management skills here by Team Dusty. They know exactly what to do. They're going to call the timeout at 1 second on the play clock. They're going to sky punt it, which doesn't allow Dcroft even a chance to return it.
Yeah, you're good.
Punt
Sky
tight
punt.
right here.
Yeah, punt tight, sky. Straight down the middle.
And they're going to try to run it out on this punt. 4 seconds, the sky kick active. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. It zeroes on the clock. Griffin will get the ball. Big hit, and that's your ball game.
Let's go.
Come on, man.
I love you. I love you, baby.
Bro.
Dusty and Noah are crazy. They're
Good
crazy.
job, Dusty. Go win, Dusty.
Go.
Crazy.
Here comes the lens cap.
Let's go, man.
Win this whole tournament, right?
Team Dusty drops the Mutt Squad's game, but they win 2 in a row. They are winners. They're the first team out of the semifinals, TD. What a performance from Dusty and Noah in those single matchups.